This is our house. This is our earthquake simulator. This is able to move back and forth, as shown. And if you were to look closely, underneath the house.
Well, first, anyway.
Okay.
The only reason the house moves smoothly is because of the BBs. Yeah, move it because I don't have a good leverage on it. Anyway. It moves because there's BBs under it. In the house. The reason we move, open this up. Alright. Anyway, let's see if I can get a good view here. Well, this is the inside of the house. This wooden beam here is attached to two ends of the house, the other being right here and right there, and attached to a beam in the middle, which we will show you in a minute. That way, when the beam down below moves, the house moves as well. Alright, Mitch, you can get under there, and I'll hand you this, and you can explain that. Go ahead, get under there first. Oh, and the only reason we have the weights on right now is because it's sitting on these uneven bricks. If we slid the house, then the whole structure would move rather than just the house. And under here is the chamber, and Mitch will show you what we got here.
Alright, so this is the chamber. As you can see, there's BBs all over it, so that this can move left and right. And you're probably wondering why we have these big springs here. Well, genius me and John decided to buy the wrong kind of springs, the ones that are already compressed. So these are a little bit of a pain to stretch out, so that's why we didn't do that. So all in all, it all worked except for the springs.
Yeah, we only have to move the beam, and if the beam moves, then the house moves. So Mitch, go up there and hold that. I'll move the beam.
Because this is him moving the beam. As you can see, the house still moves.
And if we had the springs attached, and if we bought the right springs, then if we shook the house, it would vibrate like that, but the springs would be holding it in place. So you wouldn't hear much of a thud, it would just be more smooth, I guess.
Yeah, so the springs will provide more support for the house.
And it would absorb more of the shock energy rather than the house just moving everywhere and banging up against everything.
Yeah, so it's not as fluid as we would have expected it to be. But other than that, I think we did a rather decent good job. And I hope you can appreciate it, Mr. V.
Yeah, just walk around the house, I guess, so we can see how big it is. I mean, this thing's like 4 feet wide.
The reason we didn't bring this to school, obviously, because we're recording it, is due to the fact that it probably weighs between 80 and 100 pounds. So, yeah. And plus, we would have to take it apart in 3 separate sections, which each still probably weigh about 30 to 40 pounds. So, yes. This is our project, our engineering project. And thank you for listening.
Let's go to the next clip, man.